Hello and welcome back to another fanfiction episode of me reading my old fanfiction. And this time we're going to continue reading Hetalia Abandoned Asylum. And let's start off with chapter 5. The nations climbed in the tunnel. It was really dark. When I say really dark, I mean you can't see anything if you would have turned off your flashlight. The tunnel had stone walls with pipes on them. The floor and ceiling were stone as well. It's really scary in here, whispered Italy. I can agree with you, said China. So, we just follow this tunnel? Asked Russia. Yeah, answered America. Then they all walked along the tunnel until they reached the room. The room was lighter than the tunnel because it had windows in it, but it was still really dark in there. Whoa, look dudes! Shouted America. England was terrified when he saw what America was looking at. Cool, satanic stuff, said America. This is nothing cool, shouted England. Dude, chill, said America. England started explaining why this wasn't cool. This is bad. This means that there's a cult here, said England. Are you scared, Angleterre? Asked Rance, with a smirk on his face. Of course not, Frog, shouted England. That could have been pranksters here, said China. England calmed down. That could have been possible. Now that you look at it closer, this blood looks like red spray paint, said England. Hey, he's right, shouted America. While these nations were talking about the satanic things, the others looked around the rest of the room. Japan takes notice of one sentence written on the wall. We were here, said Japan out loud. What? Asked Germany. Japan pointed at the words on the wall. Oh, whispered Germany. This room is really messy, said Italy. Hi, answered Japan. The ceiling looks pretty bad, don't you think? Asked Russia. This whole place is probably like this room. This place hasn't been touched in who knows how long, said Germany. Russia nodded. By this point, America, France, England, and China had started leaving the room to venture further. Of course, the others quickly followed them. They didn't want to get left behind in the dark. The next room was in a worse state than the previous room. Half of the room was gone, because the ceiling had collapsed. Oh, this room is pretty bad, said France. How do I say France? I don't know. This room is pretty bad, said France. Yeah, answered China. The only thing that was in the room were lockers, rusty old lockers. What was this room? Asked Japan. Storage, maybe? Answered England. We should go further. There's nothing in this room, said America. You're right, said Japan. Let's go back to the tunnel, said Russia. Okay, answered some nations. They followed the tunnel to the end. I guess this is where I can get to the first floor, said Germany. But before they got a closer look, Russia caught a glimpse of something. What is that? Asked Russia. Huh? America pointed the flashlight at the thing. Deja vu. Huh? What is that? Asked Italy. Isn't that a flashlight? Asked France. America picked the object up. Sure enough, it was a flashlight. Yeah, answered America. I'm sure I've seen that before, thought Germany. This could be useful, said England. Does it work? Asked Russia. America turned the flashlight on. Yep, it works, answered America with a smile. They were surprised that the flashlight was here. The pranksters probably dropped this, said China. That could be possible. Who will get to use it? Some nations raised their hands. Japan, said America. Arigato, answered Japan. Some nations were a bit angry at this, but mostly Russia. Mostly Russia. And they all continued forwards to the stairs. There are 2 ways to go from there. One, the doorway next to the stairs, possibly leading to a single room. Stairs, possibly leading to the first floor. Let's split up, said Russia. Famous last words. Some nations were not really fond of that idea. Dude, don't you ever learn from horror movies? Shouted America. I don't like that idea, shouted Italy. How are we even gonna split up? Asked Germany. Group 1 and Group 2, answered Russia. I'm gonna be in Group 1, shouted America. Japan should be in Group 2, said China. Hi, agreed Japan. Then I don't know, said America. I know. The person with the flashlight should close their eyes and point at 3 nations that will be in their group, said Japan. That's a really good idea, said England. America was the one who closed his eyes, and in his group... Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It's insane how I wrote his. How do you mess up that badly? What? America was the one who closed his eyes, and in his group are Germany, China, and France. Russia, Italy, and England get to go with Japan. Italy got sad when he didn't get to be in the same group as Germany. Aw, poor Italy. Alright, let's go, shouted America. Hi, answered Japan. Okay, and then below it's written Group 1, America, Germany, China, and France. Group 2, Japan, Italy, Russia, and England. And then there's written, I hope you enjoyed reading this, W. Was that supposed to be a face? Okay. There's not really anything more to comment about this. Nothing really happened that chapter. So let's go on to chapter 6. Prussia walked through the dark tunnel. Then he came across a room. When he spotted the satanic ritual, he went to investigate. Oh, are you kidding me? Wedge is written wrong, too. You know, I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. This is some crazy shit, said Prussia. Prussia went in for a closer look. The nation started feeling dizzy when he smelled the red stuff. What is that? Gasped Prussia. He stepped back from the ritual. Then he noticed that there's another room. But he left the room shortly after, seeing that there was almost nothing in there. This is boring. There's nothing here. Oh, why the hell did I think this is a good idea? Said Prussia out loud. Then he heard voices coming from the tunnel. Looks like the others are here. Scheiße, they're here, whispered Prussia. He quickly ran the opposite way. He saw that there were stairs in front of him. He dashed towards the stairs. But he hit his hand on the entrance to the room with the stairs. Even with is written wrong. W-H-I-T. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell wit. Oh, I can't even say it anymore. He dropped his flashlight. He didn't have enough time to pick up the flashlight, because when he dropped it, the flashlight rolled towards the voices. Leaving the flashlight behind, Prussia ran up the stairs as quietly as he could. He stopped at the top of the stairs listening. Parentheses, faster breathing, parentheses. Nice storytelling, Amanda. That was close. Good things that they aren't coming up here. Did I just jinx myself? Whispered Prussia. Prussia decided to wait a bit and see if they were going to come up there. They aren't coming here, for now, whispered Prussia. Then the nation continued exploring. It became much harder without a flashlight. He noticed that there were many rooms there. He took notice of one particular room. The room had many bathtubs in it, at least he thought. I remember this from the exploration video. I don't really remember what they were. They did say in the video that they were some kind of ways that they treated patients. Because, then again, this is an asylum, and abandoned asylum that it's based off of a real, actual asylum. Gosh, I should really find that video. If I do find the video, I'm gonna link it in the description, so. These bathtubs look weird. Maybe used for the mental patients. Well, this is an asylum, said Brescia. He walked to the object at the end of the room. It was some kind of control panel with a lot of things on it. Must be the control sink for these bathtubs, thought Brescia. Brescia walked to the next room. This room wasn't really interesting. Yeah, I've also noticed another misspelling. Taught instead of thought. It's everywhere. Every single thought is taught. Brescia walked to the next room. This room wasn't really interesting. The room was pretty small. The only thing it had was a chair. Creepy, said Brescia. There were many rooms like that on the first floor. A lot of them didn't have anything in them. He continued down the hallway. It looked like he was at the front door. Why couldn't I have found this first? Asked Brescia. He tried opening the door. It was locked. Shocker. But probably just jammed shut because the door looked a bit broken. The next room was the kitchen. It smells so bad in here, whispered Brescia. He was breathing in his sleeve. He couldn't stand the foul smell. This room is pretty messed up. A lot of the cabinets were missing or broken. There were a lot of things scattered across the floor. He didn't want to touch anything in this room. He couldn't see what was on them. Then he saw the fridge. It was closed. It smelled like the foul stench that was coming from the fridge. Do I dare? Whispered Brescia. He opened the fridge. It was really disgusting. There was a lot of spoiled food there. How would anyone leave this behind? Thought Brescia. Shortly after, he left that area. But before he left, he came across a steel door. How did I not see that? Thought. Thought he face-bombed. Okay. 10 out of 10 writing. Am I right? Of course he couldn't see that. He tried opening it, but it was closed tight. He pulled harder and harder until the door finally opened. The room was definitely a meat freezer. It had hooks in it and everything. At least he thought they were hooks. Why is there a freezer in this place? He thought. Why wouldn't there be a freezer in there? Then he heard footsteps coming up the stairs. What? Already? Whispered Brescia. He quickly tried to find a place to hide, but nothing. They did have a flashlight. He didn't want to risk running to another room. He had one place to hide. The freezer. Oh, this is not gonna end well. He ran to the freezer door and closed it. Oh, how he wished he didn't do that. Hint, hint. Without thinking, he hid. He listened. He didn't hear anything for a while. Then he decided to leave this room. Maybe they're gone, he thought. Oh my god. It's not even taught anymore. It's Taguht. Are you kidding me? Oh, did someone mess up that badly? Oh my god. This wasn't even written on a phone. This was written on the computer. Are you kidding me? Brescia listened closely to the door, but he jumped when someone tried to open it. The nation quickly jumped back and hid, hoping that the person wouldn't get the door open. The person gave up after a minute. Brescia sighed in relief and went to listen at the door again. No sound. He wasn't sure if the person left the room, so he waited a bit longer. After a minute or two, he went to open the door. The door didn't budge. He pulled harder. Nothing. Scheiße, whispered Brescia. And that's the end of chapter 6. These were longer chapters, so I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm getting a bit tired from reading these stories. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.